Alright, today I'm going to be playing Pesterquest. I wanted to finish playing Hive Swap in FriendSim before I played this, but it came out today and I don't want to see any spoilers for it. I want to go in completely blind. I haven't really been as into Homestuck lately as I have been before, but I am excited about this. I'm actually kind of scared. I hope that I enjoy it. Let's get started. I'm still. Why am I scared? Okay. Let's start with John. Okay. You click to the last page of the Homestuck epilogues. You read it, then you read it again. You scroll down to the next section and find nothing. What the fuck? Are you serious? What kind of ending was that? Absolutely nothing got resolved. You stand up so fast your chair falls over. Jesus Christ, are you steamed? Maybe eventually with further thoughts you'll come to appreciate the thematic elements, but as of right now, you need to understand. What happened to Dead John? What about Rose and Kanai and their marriage? What about Terezi and Vriska? What about Terezi and Vriska? What about Terezi and Vriska? I've been asking that for fucking 5 years now, okay? I get it. I was pretty indifferent towards the epilogues by the time I finished reading it. I actually only ever read it once. You know, I liked some parts of it, I didn't like other parts. God, you have to have words with someone. Stomping out of the little computer room, you blink a few times, trying to readjust to the dim parlor after staring at a screen for so long. Doc Scratch, where's that creepy round motherfucker? You sure got his number now. You're going to find him and force him to tell you the rest of the story. You march confidently down the hall in the direction of a sudden ruckus. Turning the corner, you see two figures. One is definitely Doc Scratch. The other is a dark silhouette in a fashionable hat and coat. While you watch, the latter begins to hit the former with a cane. Oh god damn it, you know what's happening. You know some lore. You need to get out of here before this place goes up in flames. Survive now, yell about unsatisfactory narratives later. I really don't know what's going on. I have a very, very limited knowledge of FriendSim, but I believe that this is supposed to be the reader. And I guess we're in Doc Scratch's place for some reason. Also, I imagine that people who didn't like the epilogues at all probably won't be reading Pesterquest, but if they are, I feel like if I didn't like it, like I really, really, really didn't like it, that this would make me mad. The idea that, oh, the reader didn't like it, let's kind of poke fun at that. But I guess it depends on how much they didn't like it. If they really didn't like it, if it pissed them off, I imagine that this would also piss them off. I am enjoying this music. And this also doesn't piss me off, because like I said, pretty indifferent towards the epilogues. And also I'm used to Homestuck kind of poking fun at its reader base. It's pretty much embedded in Homestuck at this point. With that in mind, you leave behind this ridiculous altercation, trampling a pile of notes and photographs underfoot as you make a run for the fenestrated wall. See ya, suckers. You sail through feet first, bracing for the smell of overturned earth and the sight of the twin Alternian moons. Man, it's going to be good to see your friends again, especially now that you're armed with all this canon knowledge. Friends, probably the people you meet in FriendSim, maybe. But what surrounds you is not Father's corpse field. It's a whole lot of nothing. Are you lost between worlds or something? Wait, no. You see a glimmer in the distance. A bright white light. Swallowing down the surge of panic, you move towards it. Okay. Hey, you recognize this house. Yeah, I recognize this house too. This is the... It looks like the Juju that John put his hand in and got retcon powers. You wonder if you can just sort of... Oh, okay, well, you did that. A barrage of images hits you, broken, chaotic flashes too fractured to make sense of. You just stuck your hand into the most powerful item in the whole of this narrative, and your body is not taking it well. Yeah, so it looks like we got flashes of cannon in the back, different panels. I can make out like a radio bot. Bright, sizzling pain hits the nerve center of your brain and radiates out to your extremities. Wow, you are a moron. You aren't a comic character. You aren't meant for this sort of metatextual energy. It hurts, it burns, it unravels you from the inside out, and then everything goes white. Oh, okay. What a lovely morning. I wonder if what that just showed was part of the game, because I didn't get to see it. I'm excited. So maybe we just got retcon powers to some extent. I think that is probably the narrative explanation for allowing us to talk to Homestuck characters without it being canon. Or I guess this is canon, but canon in a different way. I'm nervous still. Oh my god. Okay. What a lovely morning. The air is fresh and crisp. It's early spring, probably. You find yourself on the sidewalk in a suburban neighborhood facing a neat, friendly house. A neat, friendly boy stands at the window on the second floor looking down at you. At least, you hope he's friendly. Man, you would really love to be his friend. At first you think the boy is looking at you, but instead he appears to be looking at the mailbox, which is stuffed so full that the door is half open. Looks like someone crammed a whole box in there. Helpfully, you pull it out, along with a couple coupons and envelopes stamped with a green symbol. You go to give the boy a thumbs up, but he is no longer at the window. Yeah, he's probably like, who the fuck is digging through my mailbox? Memory prickles at the corners of your awareness. You feel like you've maybe done this before? While you're standing there ruminating, a car pulls up. The driver is wearing a hat and a suit, and is probably the owner of this house and the father of that friendly boy. Oh shit, you're just standing out here with all his mail. He's going to think that you're trying to rob the place. Play it cool or hide the evidence? Probably play it cool. Not wanting to behave like a complete buffoon and draw attention to yourself, you just hide all the mail stuff behind your back. There's a bunch of envelopes though, and the box is bulky, so all of it just sort of slithers from your grasp like a bunch of dead snakes. The distinguished man in his flawless suit looks at you from across the yard. You can't see his eyes under the brim of his hat, but you're absolutely sure he is giving you a look of intense fatherly disappointment. Or he just doesn't have eyes. A bolt of shame goes through you. Man, this guy is good. He's not even your dad and you are just losing it under his disapproval. Yeah, I'd be the same way. You expect him to start shouting or calling the cops. You are so obviously stealing his mail. But instead he just keeps looking at you. Does he know you? Is he someone you should remember? Or is it just the platonic ideal of dadliness that crosses time and space, eternal in all iterations of reality? That sounds like some bullshit though. Slowly, this distinguished man shakes his head. He goes inside. You can't quite put your finger on why, but you know you have been summarily dismissed. Stern fatherly disapproval. That's not great. I feel like I made the wrong choice. Okay, I did make the wrong choice. Cool. I'm so good at video games. Do I have to start over? Probably. Maybe I should try saving before making a decision like that. Oh wait, no, I can just press the fast forward button. So we're going to hide the evidence this time. Quickly as you can, you turn around and dump everything into the sewer, whatever. It's probably all garbage anyway. Who even uses their mailbox these days? Okay, so, I think in the picture it was the red box. But yeah, I'm not sure if it was the game or not that we just threw down the sewer. I imagine that John's not going to be too happy about that. The friendly and fatherly figure parks his car, climbs out, and tips his hat at you. Then he walks into the house, not sensing a single thing amiss. The perfect crime. Oh, but here comes the boy out the front door. God, you hope he wasn't coming down for the mail. He probably was. A residential boy approaches. Hello. Wait a minute. This is not the same boy you saw peeking through the window. It possibly is not a boy at all. It appears to be a mysterious gentleman. Am I a fucking idiot? You wonder what business this fine, upstanding neighborhood gentleman would have for you. Hey! Oh my god. Ugh! I'm just sitting here smiling. Okay. Hey. I saw you standing out here messing with the mailbox. I figured you might be the mailman? No, I'm just a fucking weirdo rooting around your mailbox. Even though you're not wearing a mailman outfit. Oh yeah, that's you. You're definitely the mailman. Your outfit is, it's in the laundry today. You're just wearing your mailman hoodie. See the symbol? It's the symbol of, mail. Nothing stops the mail. I guess it is true after all that mailmen are completely relentless in their quest to deliver people's mail. You guys are incredible. Speaking of mail, do you know if I got any today? Oh no, he looks disappointed. What? No, what red package? You haven't seen anything like that. No bills, junk mail, nothing at all. The mailbox was empty when you looked inside. Well, I didn't say anything about a red package. Should I be expecting one? Come to think of it, it is my birthday, so getting a package in the mail would make sense. And if it's red, that probably means it's from Dave. He loves red because I guess it's cool. Oh man, I wonder what he got me. Nothing. He got you nothing, you say. Isn't he listening? This Dave fellow probably forgot his birthday due to being a bad friend, and that's why there's no package, red or otherwise. Jesus. What? Oh, just kidding, you say. You're sure Dave is a great friend who cares about this kid a lot. His present is probably just late, and definitely not slowly sinking in a subterranean river of shit right now. It's not. What? That's a strange thing to say. Are you sure you don't know more about Dave's present than you're telling me? John is a regular detective. No, you say. Absolutely not. Actually, he should forget what you said about the present being late. He should not be expecting a red package. Not now or ever. He should trust you because all mailmen know everything about the mail. I knew a guy who, in his last semester of college, dropped out to become a mailman. And the thing is that he hadn't even, gotten the job yet. He just decided that he wanted to be a mailman. And, I was kind of close to this guy, so I asked him, I was like, are you having financial trouble? What's the deal? He said, no, I just want to provide for my family. And I was like, what family? It's like, well, my girlfriend and I want to have a family someday. I'm like, is your girlfriend pregnant? He said, no. So this guy is about to graduate college. He's just going to drop out to become a mailman. And I looked him up the other day, because that was probably a year or two ago. And he's not even a mailman. I was so disappointed. Okay, but that's not really important. Let's get back to John. Dang, so nothing else? Huh? You said the box was empty. I don't think I understand. Isn't that how it always is when you deliver the mail? I mean, you're the guy who's supposed to put stuff in there. Yes, that's right, you're the mailman, the absolute authority over all mail, which means your word must be accepted without question when it comes to the mail he didn't get today. You double-checked in everything. You looked thoroughly through your mailbag for anything with the kid's name on it and came up empty. Sorry, dude. You have a mailbag? Where is it? That old thing? You accidentally dropped it in the sewer before the boy came outside. Oh no, that sucks. All the mail ruined. Maybe I can help you fish it out. No! You mean, that's fine. Thanks for offering, fine young Samaritan. But, the government will handle this. There's, insurance and such for sewer-related postal mishaps. Oh yeah, that makes sense, but what if you missed something in there for me? Like a game envelope or such? Are you totally sure you didn't miss anything? Yes, you are sure. You triple-checked and didn't see his name on anything. Besides, it's really ranked down there. Very sewery. All the mail has been befouled beyond any hope of salvaging it. Really, it's best not to bother even peeking inside. Okay, so he's talking about the game. This is John's 13th birthday, so we're being placed at the beginning of the comic. Sigh, you're probably right, but hey, how do you know my name? What? Oh, god damn it. Oh, you mean, of course you know his name. Mailmen are sort of like Santa Claus. They know the names of all the good little boys on their delivery routes. Wait, okay, that sounded creepy, I was just gonna say that. You really regret phrasing it like that. It was so completely unnecessary. You just know a lot of stuff as an important government official with lots of bureaucratic lists and such. I like this art. For instance, the name of this young man is... Damn. Why do you always paint yourself into corners like this? All you're trying to do is make a new friend, and you somehow manage to bullshit your way through the absolute most challenging version of this conversation possible. Okay, you can do this. This young man's name is... Wow, it really could be anything. He might as well have been given a random-ass name this very day, shortly before you arrived, for all you know. You'll just have to go with your gut and feel it out. A new friendship is on the line. His name is... No, wait. No, he's making a bad face. You're on the wrong track. Oh, he's pricking up. This is good. Nope. Bad face again. It's not Jimmy or Jilliam? That's not even a name. Anyway. Oh, yep. He likes that. Jombry. Shit, he looks disgusted. Abort? Jombramy? You really can be quite the fucking idiot sometimes. Tell me about it. Jonderson. Wait, he looked pleased for a minute. Then it looked like he just sucked on a lemon. Jesus Christ, you were bad at this. You were closer there. Jonderbilt? I think that one's the right one. Yikes, no. Ah, you got it. It's just John. Of course. You don't know what you were even thinking. Yes, you do. Those were just goofs, you explained to John. Mailmen love goofs. His name is John, you say confidently, as if you had it in the bag all along. Not your non-existent mail bag, which you told him you dropped in the sewer. Your real bag, where the good shit is, such as your incredible ability to guess someone's name in 5 or 6 tries. Well, I mean, that's better than not being able to guess it at all. That's right. Heh, wow. I guess it's true then? Mailmen really do know practically everything. You smile. Finally, it feels like this friendship may be starting to click. It was rocky there for a while, as you had to spin an intricate, nearly flawless web of lies to smooth over the fact that you destroyed his cherished personal property. But you're pretty sure you're in the clear now, and you'll never have to justify yourself to him again. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, as nice as it is to meet you, Mr. Mailman, to be honest, this just kind of sucks. John's such an asshole. I've been waiting for a really cool game to arrive in the mail, but it's been a few days already, and now I'm starting to think it got lost in the mail. It might just never come now, and I'm kinda bummed out about it. I had some hope it would show up on my birthday as, like, a present? From nobody, really. Just a present out of thin air, I guess. Like it was going to be destiny or something? Oh well, I guess magic really is as fake as all the scientists say it is. Fucking stupid face. You nod along very wisely. Oh yes, you say. You can kiss that game goodbye. It definitely got lost in the mail, and it is never, ever going to be delivered. The Postmaster General just told you a few seconds ago. Through your wireless earpiece, which is hooked up to the US parcel mainframe. You tell John he is right to disbelieve in magic. It's fake as shit. It's time for him to get used to the idea that he will never play this game, whatever it was. It was probably stupid anyway. Most games are. He should try to get used to whatever kind of life he is going to live from now on in the absence of this dumb video game. That's a tall order. You don't really know John without this dumb video game. Yeah, you're right. I think I got too worked up about it. It probably does suck, actually. I think GameBro only gave it like 2 hats out of 5 hats. It might have been even less than that, actually. God, what a piece of shit it probably was. It was a piece of shit, I'll give you that. You know, I think I have to thank you, Mr. Mailman. You really opened my eyes today. I'm going to forget I ever heard of that dumb game, and I'm just going to try to enjoy my life. Talk to my friends, hang out in my room, and get crushed by a meteor? I don't know. Come to think of it, maybe I was looking forward to playing that game with my friends so much because I'm lonely? I'm almost a little embarrassed to admit I don't actually have any real-life friends. Oh, this is it. This is your in. This nice boy seems to be jonesing for friendship just as much as you are. And you've laid in all the groundwork for becoming his best bro so expertly. You just need to slide right into his life, with just a few more sympathetic remarks. Why am I jonesing for friendship? I mean, I am, but why is my character jonesing for friendship? You actually have a lot of experience with this by now. Like I said, I didn't play Friend Sim, so you've made so many friends in so many strange places and with such mixed results, or you think you did? Actually, you can't conjure up any of their names or faces right now. So I wonder if that's because sticking my hand in the juju, or if something happened in Friend Sim, or if it's just because the game doesn't know if I played the other one. Whatever. It probably isn't important. Actually, let's never speak of that again. Yes, let's not. What matters most is you're here now, making a sweet new pal named John. You casually mention that this is the end of your mail route, and you don't have much else going on in your life. Maybe you and he can hang out for a while? If he doesn't mind, that is. Well, I mean, he is like 13, and I'm not. You want to hang out with me? Like, just a mailman and a 13-year-old boy just being buddies? You shrug a little as if you don't care much, but you really, really care. Normally I would say that sounds a little strange and maybe slightly inappropriate, but what do I know? If you were a normal-looking mailman, that would probably be a shitty idea, and I'd get in trouble with my dad or the authorities or something, and probably so would you. But you seem different, like maybe you aren't even a person? What a cool thing to say to someone. Just a kind of weird, harmless-looking guy? Like an alien, but not really? You don't really know what to say to any of this. Oh man, I'm being so fucking rude. I'm sorry. John, you're always being so fucking rude. Yeah, of course we can hang out. But maybe we should, keep this sort of a secret from my dad? I don't know if he would approve of me bringing a stranger into the house, even if you are very nice and sincerely concerned about my mail problems. That sounds fine with you. Now that you think about it, you still aren't sure his dad didn't see you dumping all their mail into the sewer. He probably didn't, otherwise he would have had some words with you surely, or just a very disapproving stare. But still, it's a risk you shouldn't be taking under these delicate circumstances. There's a friendship on the line. Okay, I'm glad you agree. I actually don't agree. I would feel much better about this if your dad was aware that I'm in the house. It sounds like we have a sneaking mission ahead of us. Actually, it sounds like it could be fun. Oh yeah, it does sound fun. Except maybe slightly triggering, since you've done a lot of dangerous high-stakes sneaking in the past that you can't quite remember. Thought we weren't talking about that. But still, fun. Mostly fun. You can't wait. Yeah. So, how should we do this? We could either sneak upstairs to my bedroom while avoiding my dad and just hang out up there for a while. Or if that sounds too risky, we could just stay outside. I've got some sweet playground equipment in the backyard. What will it be? Okay, we're about to get another choice. Well, going inside sounds risky, so I think that... Let's go outside. Let's go inside. When you enter the house, an overwhelming odor of freshly baked cakes hits you like a punch in the face. Wow, there's also a lot of clown bullshit in this living room. Clown statues, and you don't have time to take it all in because your buddy John is grabbing your hand and rushing you upstairs before a baking maniac of a father can emerge from the kitchen and catch you in the act. He slams the bedroom door behind you and you breathe a sigh of relief. Phew. Hard to catch a moment of peace around here, what with all this adoring fatherly doting and around-the-clock cake production. I feel like I'm suffocating around here. And it's not just because the thick aroma of Betty Crocker products makes me feel like I'm being gassed in a bakery. You're not sure what to say. You tentatively lift your arm, as if you're about to place it on his shoulder, but you hesitate. Is this an abusive domestic situation? You don't know if you have enough information to make that judgment yet, but you are concerned. Why am I concerned? Haha, just joking around. I mean, this baking shit is all a bit much. The clown obsession too, but... I love my dad, he's great. Sorry, I didn't mean to give the wrong impression. That's a relief, you guess. Not that you weren't ready to jump in and be whatever kind of supportive friend this boy needs. Suddenly you notice a bunch of movie posters on the wall. Oh wow, these are all really bad? You don't dare say such a thing to your new friend though. You immediately begin lavishing praise on all of them, especially that one which appears to be Mac and Me. Oh for fuck's sake. When it rains it pours, you guess. Nevertheless, you insist it is one of humanity's peak cinematic achievements. Mac and Me? You seriously like it? Personally, I think it's a piece of shit. I just have it up here because, well, I don't even know why. Not even I can defend that film. To each his own, I guess. I'm happy to hear you like all the other movies, though. They're all incredible. You have good taste. Except for liking Mac and Me, though. It's complete garbage. Okay, you can admit you got a little overzealous there. Maybe dial it down a notch. You really don't have to try so hard. There was a moment of awkward silence. You hadn't really thought this far ahead, and apparently neither has John. There must be something you can both do to advance this friendship. He's starting to look self-conscious now. Poor friendless kid doesn't really know how to entertain anyone in his home, does he? You can see now that your friendship is needed now more than ever. You have to step up. So, what do you typically like to, Suddenly something gets John's attention. It's coming from his computer. Oh hey, can you hang on a second? Let me go talk to my other friends. My buddy Dave is pestering me. John settles behind his desk. Okay. Dude, what are you doing? Dave, you'll never guess what I'm doing right now. Are you opening the present I got you? Oh no, sorry Dave, but I think your present got lost in the mail. Unfortunately, I think it might be gone forever. John, what the fuck? Maybe you can just send me another one, whatever it was? Dude, no. The thing I got you is fucking priceless and irreplaceable. If it gets lost in the mail, there's literally zero chance you will ever see another one like it ever again in any shape or form. Wow. Yeah, okay, so Dave, did Dave get John the Bunny? Right? Yeah, Dave got John the Bunny from Con Air, and Jade was the one who got John the game. So I was mistaken earlier. So yeah, there's really no getting that one back. John does not look particularly happy about this. That sucks. Oh well, whatever. To be honest, that's probably the fate it deserves. What was it? Never mind, just some more ironic trash from your best and coolest bro in the world. Just forget it. If I tell you, you'd probably get sad it's gone, so this is a secret I will take with me to my fucking grave. Do you understand, Egbert? Yeah, that's fair. So what are you really up to? Are you playing that dumb game with Rose yet? What? Oh, no. That got lost in the mail too. It's also gone forever. Holy fucking shit, John. I leave you alone for 2 seconds and everything goes to hell. This is why I can't stop pestering you for even a second. You just lose complete control of your life the moment I turn my back. How do you even know it got lost in the mail? Like, how can that even be formally verified in any way? You haven't even been waiting for it that long. Because the mailman told me so. What? Okay, I know I say this almost every day, but that actually is the dumbest thing I ever fucking heard. It's true, he was quite sure about it. First of all, John and mailman don't know shit. They're just guys who walk around handing out letters and stuff. They have zero knowledge of the greater workings of the mail, let alone the specific fate of any given package. Unless there's a tracking number or some shit, but even then, a mailman isn't really the guy who deals with that. The only way a mailman would know for sure if some mail got lost is if he's the one who lost it, or like deliberately fucking destroyed it. Between the game and my sweet present going missing, something smells goddamn fishy here. John, are you sure the mailman didn't just steal your shit? Of course I am. I don't know, man. He wasn't even holding anything when I talked to him, not even a mailbag. My alarm bells are going fucking haywire here. It sounds like this incompetent dipshit just lost all your mail and tried to cover his ass. No! Are you sure he didn't fuck it up somehow? Like get mailman stank on it and in a fit of shame and panic like buried it or dunked it into a smelly hole? Dave, this is insane. You're being so paranoid. He's actually being pretty right. Besides, aside from the birthday present, why do you even care? You think the game is stupid and you don't even want to play. Yeah, well, I was lying my ass off to sound cool and aloof. Of course I want to play this game. It's like this whole rad thing we were all going to do as friends and now it's ruined. You're right, that is a shame. I'm sorry. I don't know, there's just some feeling I had that we needed to play this thing for like destiny reasons or some shit. Sorry to blow my cool cover and start sounding like Jade or whatever, but I'm kind of pissed off now, especially now that you won't get your sick bunny. Bunny? Forget I said that. Hello, okay. Alright. So Dave also kind of had the feeling that he should play the game. That ain't happening. Wouldn't it be just really fucking brutal if this ended by everyone getting destroyed by a meteor? Anyway, all that aggravating bullshit aside, what were you gonna say? Oh right, I made a new friend. What? Yeah, it's the mailman that threw all your shit down the sewer. A friend? Bullshit. No, it's true. John, this is so unlike you. You don't have fucking friends. None of us do. We're a bunch of total losers. I know that. I know that, but today is a different story. I think I might be branching out a little socially, like turning a corner and becoming a valid and legitimate person, well on his way to adulthood. Ugh. Come on, Dave. Why can't you just be happy for me? Fine. So you're hanging out with this person right now? Yes, he's in my room, rummaging through my stuff. He's quite the character. Who is this guy? Please tell me he's not cooler than me. I couldn't handle that. Aw, is Dave jealous? He's not cooler than you. Nobody is, Dave. Okay, thank God. So tell me about him. This isn't gonna go great. Well, you know the mailman I was talking about earlier? Yeah. Well, you see, it's the mailman. Jesus fucking Christ. What? John. No. What's the big deal? Do I even need to explain why a 13-year-old kid shouldn't become buddies with a fucking mailman and hang out with him in his room? Does your dad know about this? Well, no, but I'm trying to avoid him. He's in one of his baking frenzies. You do realize this is the same guy who likely stole your game in my beautiful present, right? He probably sold them in the black market, or worse. He did something fucked up like flush them down the toilet. He didn't do that. Dave, it would make no sense to do that. You're being crazy. Okay, dude, but you're the one chilling with a random postal worker in your bedroom on your B-Day. I'm just looking out for you. What sort of sick fuck would even want to come in your house? How old is this fucking guy anyway? Good question. I don't know. He seems sort of ageless? What? Dave, that's the thing. He's barely even a person. He's just a friend. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Listen, I don't expect you to understand. He's just a fun, harmless person who appears to have no particular defining qualities whatsoever. What's so crazy about that? Nothing, I guess. I don't even know anymore. Fine. Enjoy your new buddy. It is your birthday, after all. So you get to call the shots. So what's next on the agenda? What's he been doing now? Well, it seems like he got a little bored while I've been talking to you. Yeah, imagine that, John. You don't invite someone to your house and just fucking go on your computer. And he has spread most of my belongings across my bedroom floor to examine everything. And now he's just messing with my stuff? Like my magic stuff. It's pretty cute. I like this guy. John, I'm gonna run something by you. I hope I don't blow your mind or anything, but what if this guy isn't even a mailman? He seems pretty shocked about that. Dave, no, I refuse to accept that. Okay, genius, tell me this. What is he wearing? You said he has no defining qualities. Well, clothes are defining qualities, so what are they? Okay, he isn't wearing anything but a sweatshirt. But I didn't want to mention that because I knew how it would sound. I see. So, no mailman uniform, no mailbag, no like fucking mailman hat, just nothing. Not even pants. Yes. But that's not weird or anything. I told you, he's kind of like a pet? Shit, that's probably condescending. You know what I mean. Part generic person-y type guy, part like just a fun, friendly sort of humanoid creature? I know exactly what you mean, John. I'm really not explaining this well. The point is, he said he's the mailman, and I believe him because he's my new friend. End of story. Okay, he's the fucking mailman. I don't even care if you think he's fine then, okay, whatever. So, like, cool, guess we have a new friend. Do I get to meet the mailman sometime or what? I like how I am John's friend, and Dave is like, okay, this person is now my friend as well. That's a good question. I hope so. I wouldn't be surprised if he found his way over to you. I can't put my finger on it, but something tells me he is a well-traveled fellow. You really think he's going to well-travel his ass 2,000 miles over here and come visit me? You never know, mailmen do get around after all. Shit, that checks out actually. Okay, I'm getting kind of excited now. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I should probably get going. He's really going at it over there with all my bedroom crap. I don't want to be a rude host. Well, it's too fucking late for that, John. Alright, I'm gonna leave you boys to it. Happy birthday, dude. Thanks, Dave. Victory. Dope. Okay, so we got Dave's sort of thumbs up of approval, and we made a cake tower. Awesome. That's fun. Okay, so I'm going to load and, see what happens when we go on the playground equipment. Actually, you told John you think the fresh air out here will do some good. Also, that playground equipment he mentioned really sweetens the pot. You hope he doesn't mind. After all, as a mailman, you were meant to be outdoors. You took a mailman's oath and everything. Yeah, John will probably believe that he probably will. Sure, no problem. I totally understand. It gets really stuffy in there, especially with all the baking my dad does. We can hang out in my yard. Feels like it's been ages since I took a spin on the old pogo ride. That's not gonna go well, is it? Pogo ride, he says? Well, that just seals the deal. You bow flamboyantly and gesture for him to lead the way, but you quickly regret doing that because it was a little much. Well, here it is, my backyard in all its glory. I hardly ever come out here anymore, honestly. There's the old trusty swing set. Brings back some good memories. And there's the pogo ride. You better hop on it before I beat you to it. Just kidding, that thing is a death trap. You should really go nowhere near that thing unless you feel like dying. Oblivious to the humorous nature of his remark, you shake your head solemnly. Oh no, you say. You're pretty sure dying sucks and you never want to do it again. Huh? That's a weird thing to say. Yeah, that is. Have I died before? Are you saying you've died before? Or is this some sort of weird mailman joke? Oh, haha, yeah, you mailmen like to joke around a lot, sometimes very darkly. It gets very stressful delivering the mail sometimes, and sometimes you just need to blow off some steam by making light of your mortality, and yeah, I don't think John is, really buying that. It doesn't seem like this is going over well. To be fair, it is one of your worst explanations so far, and that really is saying something. You start to falter and lose composure. You don't seem to have it in you to follow through with the lie. You stop talking and hang your head. Hey, what's wrong? You decide to tell him the truth. Yes, you've been dead before. Possibly a bunch of times? You're not sure. Actually, you can't remember any of the circumstances surrounding your deaths, and you aren't even sure who you are. Frankly, you're a little confused by your own existence sometimes. Oh no. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a little hard to believe. But I'll listen to what you have to say anyway, because that's what friends are for. Thanks, John. How did that happen? Oh, well, I have no idea. You cast your mind back as hard as you can. You really give it a good, hard think. You remember a room, and a computer screen, and just this really intense feeling of frustration. A computer screen? I get being very frustrated at your computer screen. I do that every day. Yeah, he gets it. It's written all over his face. This is a boy who feels your pain. He's following you perfectly. I'm not really following. Then you explain how you ended up in the afterlife. Afterlife? You're pretty sure it was the afterlife. Maybe heaven? It was a little too freaky for heaven. But you were alone. Then you found a mysterious artifact on the ground. You found a mysterious artifact in hell? Yes. It was white and flat and lying on the ground as if it was just waiting for you. Or waiting for someone else maybe, but you found it first by accident? You find it hard to believe you were destined for any cursed treasure such as this. Perhaps the artifact belonged to Lucifer himself. Lucifer? Wow. Oh, you didn't realize that you said that Lucifer thing out loud. Maybe you should consider reeling this in a bit. You're beginning to wonder if you're coming off as a little unhinged here. Except John is clearly transfixed by your story and looking a little concerned. I guess there's no going back now. You committed yourself to the truth, as insane as it sounds. So you saw something weird. It looked a little like a house. It looked a lot like a house. The obvious thing to do was stick your hand inside the house, so that's what you did. Then you felt funny and teleported out of hell. That's how you ended up here on Earth, where you then became a mailman and decided to have a long and rewarding career of delivering the mail. And then you met John, and now you're basically best friends. The end. This all sounds pretty fucked up. Why is John so funny? Yes, it does, doesn't it? You're right back to feeling like a crazy person again. He probably doesn't believe you. It seems like you're going to have to take this even further, or risk eroding the foundation of trust this blossoming friendship is built on. You mentioned that you're pretty sure the Devil's Treasure gave you magic powers. Magic powers? Like what? You're not sure. You can sort of teleport now. Also, you're pretty sure you can time travel? You haven't tested it out much, you admit. Teleportation and time travel, huh? That's a lot. You can prove it, you say desperately. Suddenly it feels like this friendship is hanging by a thread, and you'll do anything to preserve it. It's time to bring out the big guns. The revelation to this boy that, contrary to all known scientific wisdom, magic is far from fake. It's real as shit. For instance, you remind him that you both almost went up to his bedroom, but decided not to, because the trek across the house was too risky. But what if you could just teleport there? Sounds like a handy trick. Yeah, it does. I'm still guessing this is all bullshit, though. Like a prank? That's okay, though. I love pranks. We should just fucking say this is a prank. But it's no prank. At least you think. You've never actually tested this power at all. God, you hope you don't end up making a fool of yourself. Everything is riding on this. Hey, what are you... Here goes nothing. Oh. Oh, it worked. Unbelievable. Do you know what this means, Mr. Mailman? You shake your head. It means magic is fucking real. Yes, it is, John. You shrug. You guess it is. You won't admit it, but all you really care about right now is the fact that you saved the friendship. It should be all smooth sailing from here. Well, it's a pretty good thing I met you, because if you didn't show up, I'm pretty sure that nothing anywhere close to being this incredible would ever have happened to me. You consider the remark for a moment and decide you absolutely agree. You're definitely the best and most exciting thing that will ever happen to this kid. Yeah, well, now since you fucking dropped the game down the sewer, you're right. You also said something about time travel? Can we try that too, or would that be too disruptive to the space-time continuum? You have him eating out of the palm of your hand now. No need to slow this train down. Continuum schmotinium. Whatever your new friend wants, he gets. This is a bad idea. Oh, I know. Why don't we just go back in time by about a week? And we can stay right here. That way we won't risk messing up anything important. Sure, that makes sense. Get ready to use your new hell power. And concentrate as hard as you can on the idea of 1 week ago. That's probably how it works. Not much changed. Except, wait. The cakes are gone. That must mean it isn't my birthday yet, which means it worked. This is 1 week ago. Wow. Yeah, this isn't super great, huh? Oh, for fuck's sake. I forgot, of course, there was going to be a past me in the room a week ago. God, I'm such an idiot. This is going to fuck things up, isn't it? What the hell is going on here? Okay, his name, that's funny. His name's in parentheses, like the Vriska. You're right, John, it is stupid. Sorry, I wasn't using my head. Don't worry, we'll get out of your hair. Hey, quick, let's zap out to the yard so we fuck up space-time as little as possible. Phew, well, that was dumb. Yeah, it was. Maybe let's try to avoid abusing your time travel powers from now on? It could really lead to a lot of messy bullshit. You wholeheartedly agree. All you really want to do is make friends, not clown around through space-time. Meanwhile, I guess we're still a week in the past, but now just standing in my yard doing nothing? This seems pointless. We should probably head back to the present. You nod. It was an interesting experiment, and it bought you a lot of credibility, but it's time to... Wait a minute, something is wrong. There's a slight buzzing in the air. You can feel it. What's the matter? You tell him you think someone is coming. Quick, you have to hide. Whoa, okay. You and John dash into a neighbor's yard and hide behind the fence. You peek into the backyard to see what's happening. Suddenly, you see it. The energy you were feeling was a whole group of teenagers randomly teleporting into John's backyard. What the fuck? You examine them more closely. They are all dressed in ridiculous, colorful outfits. Is the circus in town? There did seem to be a lot of clowns in John's house. Maybe this house is some kind of globally recognized headquarters for traveling clowns. That sounds super right. But they're not really clowns, just teens wearing strange pajama-looking clothes. 8 of them, to be precise. Huh. On closer inspection, one of them seems familiar, the guy in the blue pajamas. You think it's your new friend John, but he seems older. Definitely not a 13-year-old kid like your buddy here. None of them are. They all appear to settle in for a while to talk among themselves. The guy in the yellow Speedo gets down to business on the pogo ride, totally oblivious to its dangers. There seems to be a serious atmosphere hanging over this group of teens. Important discussions are happening. It's completely baffling to you, and by the look on your buddy's face, to John as well. Suddenly, an uneasy feeling settles over you, like you're witnessing something that was never meant to be seen by anyone. Perhaps a rendezvous point established by this group of teens for exactly that reason, that no one would think to be watching this quiet suburban backyard right now. Should you stay and listen, or go? You're not sure what to do. You can't shake the feeling that something highly inappropriate is happening here just by watching, like you're beholding a moment so divorced from an authoritative chain of events that to even witness this moment is not only narratively compromising, but extremely cursed. Okay. Like you're beholding a moment so divorced from an authoritative chain of events. So, interesting. Hey, is that guy in the blue pajamas me? You pat John on the back. You can only imagine what's going through his head right now. He hasn't seen a time travel duplicate of himself in, well, minutes. Man, I look so much older. What am I even wearing? And how are all these people... Wait, I know some of them. That's Rose and Dave and Jade? With dog ears? I don't know the others, though. Wait, I know what's going on. They must be from the future. It is the only explanation, especially since we just did some time travel ourselves, thus proving magic to be real. Did you have something to do with this, Mr. Mailman? You shake your head. You're just as surprised by this nonsense as he is. It seems one or more people from this group have somehow obtained similar abilities offered by the hell treasure you touched. I guess they're all from a few years in the future when we were all a bunch of older, cooler teenagers. Maybe we all went to college together or something? Maybe that's where we make these 4 new friends. There's something familiar about all of them, but I can't put my finger on it. But why do we look so ridiculous? Did I join a troupe of traveling street performers, thus following in the footsteps of my father? And somehow managed to rope everyone into the act, including Dave and Rose, who almost certainly would think the idea was really stupid, even though it's clearly great and cool, while somehow also involving time travel? I don't know. I think that you have the right idea. I'm so confused. What are they even doing here? Did this really happen just outside my house 1 week ago, without me knowing about it all? What else have I been missing? How much more is there to know about future adventures of me and my friends, which has been taking place in secret like this? Maybe you should go outside, bud. I wonder if there's a lot more to my life than I ever could have imagined. Actually, I should probably be thanking you. If you haven't told me my game got lost in the mail, I might have gotten way too hung up on it. That might have totally altered the trajectory of my life. Yeah, it sounds like you're not hung up about it at all. Then I wouldn't get to go on whatever sweet adventures happen in the future that will lead me to wear a bunch of silly pajamas and apparently speak with great authority in front of a group of very cool teens. Well, considering it's thanks to the game that you got to do that in the first place, I don't think that this is going to shake out well for you. You bow your head contemplatively, as if to say, you're welcome. You're welcome for your entire life and every cool thing that ever happens to you from now on. After some time passes, the group of teens seem to finish up whatever business they had in this yard and disappear into thin air. I guess that's the end of whatever that was. Since there isn't much point to staying here a week in the past, you decide to return John to the present moment. Huh, well that was interesting. We were a little too far away to hear what they were saying. I think I kept overhearing the word English. I wonder if some of those teens speak a foreign language. Okay, as in Lord English. Was I teaching them English? Dude, this sure is some shitty speculation. It makes no sense at all. I guess the only thing to do is wait until I become that John and then find out for myself. Sounds exciting, but also a little overwhelming. Don't worry, it's not gonna happen. Damn, I'm going to need to think about this. He watches John spaces out for a solid minute, thinking about his absurd future. You glance toward that swing set, wondering if the fun times John had planned for you are going to continue to recede further into the distance as he comes to grips with his mysterious destiny. You cough a little to snap him out of his stupor. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Mailman. I know I said we would do something fun, but now I think I'm just kind of in an existential mood. I should take a walk and think about what just happened today. I feel weird. It's nothing personal. I just need some space. Well, see you. Okay, so I'm guessing we get sort of one good, oh, we made friends route and one we couldn't make friends route for each character. And this is the fail one, where John has a vague existential crisis. I mean, it is fun making friends with John, but if he doesn't play the game, he's going to get murdered by meteors, so not super great. But yeah, that was fun. I'm excited to meet the other characters. I felt like that stayed true to John's character. You know, funny, kind of a dick, you know. But yeah, that was John's route, and thanks for watching.